So today we'll be dealing with the georeferencing of the topo sheet which I shared yesterday. Audible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So does anybody know what is georeferencing? You can type in the chat box or also you can reply. Yeah. Yes. So basically, georeferencing is something like it is the process of assigning the spatial, real world spatial coordinates to any data that we upload in the QGIS platform. Like we'll upload a raster image or topo sheet or satellite imagery, aerial photographs, anything. We'll be adjusting the spatial coordinates of that particular raster data to the real world data by giving the particular latitude and longitude values. Okay. So for that, we'll be giving some particular points called as GCPs. GCP means ground control points. Like it should be identifiable locations. The GCPs should be identifiable locations. So we'll be giving the particular latitude and longitude values of that GCPs to the image and we'll correct the coordinates according to the real world spatial coordinates. So that is called as georeferencing. Okay. So mainly we are doing this to overlay, compare, analyze all the raster data with the existing data like vector data or the base web data that we have. Okay, so I'll share my screen. Okay, so today's session will be all hands on session. I hope everybody have opened their QGIS software. Now what we are going to do is we are going to load the data, the topo sheet data that we used yesterday. So yesterday we saw that here in the coordinate system, whenever we uploaded that topo sheet data, it was giving an error. So here, after doing the georeferencing, we can see here the coordinates will change. So we'll see that now. Okay. So before that, please make sure that you have that georeferencer option in your layer menu. Please check whether you're having the georeferencer option in the layer menu, and if not, please let me know. So here in layer, you can see an option called as georeferencer. In some systems, it might not be there, and if you're not having that option, please let me know. Okay, I hope everybody is having. If anybody is not having, you can just go to this plugins, manage and install plugins. Just click on that. It's connecting to the repository. Okay, you can just search here georeferencer. Okay, so if anybody is not having georeferencer option in layer menu, You can get it from the plugins option. So first we have to go to the georeferencer option. Just click there and a window like this will come. Yeah, I hope everybody's having the option. Okay. So when you click on the georeferencer, a window like this will come. Okay. So what we have to do is here you can see that tile option will be there, just like the chess checker box. You can click that and it will ask to open the raster image. So from there you can select the topo sheet which I shared with you yesterday. Please choose the one that I shared the second time. That image is named as C43 E358A3, which is around 11 m. Okay, please open that. Then only you will get the clearer images when you zoom in. Please check whether the image is clear. Just zoom in and check whether the image is clear. If not, please take the second image that I shared. Okay. So we included this image into the georeferencer. Next, what we have to do is we have to give the GCP points, the ground control points, which I told before. For that, you can see this option here. Just place the cursor and check whether it is called as add GCP points. Just click on it. Then your cursor will change to a cross mark. Since we are having the latitude and longitude values of the four corners, like correct values of the four corners here, we'll be taking that four particular points as GCPs. This is what we normally do in the topo sheets. We'll take the four corners value for the latitude and longitude. Okay? So you just zoom in to the top left corner first and see the intersection point of the lat and long values. You can just click on the middle here, just click on the middle portion. Then the option called as enter map coordinates will come. Okay. So here you have to give the x values as, see, 76 space 0 and y values as this one, 11 space 30, and click on OK. So what you have to do is you have to zoom to the top left corner where you can see this lat and long values. Just click on the intersection point here. Then they'll ask to give the map coordinates. And in X option, you can give it as this value 76 degree 0 minutes. So 76 space 0. And in Y values, this way, this one 11 degree, that means 11 space 30. And click on OK. So you can see a red dot will come. Okay. Now let us give the value to the second point. So minimum 3 points should be there to get the correct values. Since we are having 4 points in the 4 corners, we are taking that 4 values. Okay. So we are zooming to the top right corner. Here you can see the values have changed of the coordinates. Go to the intersection point, just zoom in. And you can see here what is the x value. It is 76 degree 15 minutes. So the value will be 76 space 15. And the y value will be 11 degree 30 minutes. So the y value is 11 space 30. Okay. Then click on OK. Are you able to understand? Okay, fine. So we have a second GCP point here. Now we'll zoom out and go to the third option, like third control point. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking the midpoint, clicking there, but I'll give some other values. For example, here it is 7650. Instead of that, I'm giving 7850. Okay, and here 1150. I'm giving 1150. So what happened? I gave 7815 instead of 7615. So what I have to do? The point is not correct. So I have to delete this point. So what I'll do is I'll go to this option called as delete GCP point next to the add GCP point. Okay, I'm just clicking on the delete GCP point here and I'll click on the point which I want to delete. Okay, you can see that the red dot has vanished. So that the point is deleted. So again I'll go to the add GCP point. So you can do this when some mistake happened from your side, like if you have given some other values, you can go to the delete GCP point and just click on the value or GCP point that you have given, then it will be deleted. Okay. So again I'll go to the add GCP point, click here, then give the value 7630 instead of 7650 and by value 1130 instead of 1150. Okay, let it be there. I've given 7630 instead of 7615, 1130 instead of 1115. I'll show you something. Okay, then here again we'll give the values 7615. I'm giving wrong values here. 1130. See what happened is that here we are having in the top portion we are having the correct points. Okay. But in the bottom portion we are having the wrong points. So what you have to do? You have to go to the delete GCP points, delete the two options like this. See the point have vanished. Now I'll click here, then the point have vanished. Again we'll go to add GCP points. We'll give the correct value. 7615 and 1115. Okay. Now here 760 and 1150. Okay. So now we have given the GCP points in all four corners. So minimum 3, like I'll advise minimum 4 points you should give to a single topo sheet for getting it correct, like the projection will be correct only if you are giving minimum of 4 points. Okay, till now I think everybody is able to follow. No doubt still now. Okay. Is like everybody is able to follow, right? Now what we have to do? We've given the GCP points. Now what we will do is, can you see this option? This option is called as transformation settings. We will click on that option, transformation settings, and we will change the transformation parameters and all the options. Some will change it, but some will keep it as default. Okay. So the transformation type, let it be polynomial 1. It should be polynomial 1 by default. Then the target CRS, we are giving us project CRS. EPSG 4326 WGS 84. This is the coordinate system, default coordinate system that we should give. Okay. And then in output settings, we are having output file folder path. There you have to select your folder and you can give the name as like this. It will come automatically as the topo sheet number and modified will be added. Since I'm already having that file, I'm giving the name as topo modified. And it will be automatically saved as TIFF files. That is the default file type of raster images. And I'm clicking on save. Okay. So it's nothing, just giving the file path and file name. Okay. So if you want to save the GCP points that if you have created now, you can click on the save GCP points here. And if you don't want the GCP points, you can untake the option here. Okay, so don't worry about this resampling method. It should be nearest neighborhood by default. And compression, there is no need to change anything for that. Then here, just tick the option called as load in project when done. Okay, and click OK. Now, what we have to do, you can see a small green play button here. This is called as the start your referencing option. You can, after giving the transformation settings, you can click on the start georeferencing option and you can see georeferencing layer and see the option, the layer was successfully georeferenced. Okay, so I got this message, the layer was successfully georeferenced. Now I'll minimize this. Okay, and in the QGIS interface, I got an image like this. The topo modified name, this is the file which I've given. And
Ma'am,
see the
sorry to
comments. Yes, sir.
ma'am. When I'm going to mark the GCP points,
Huh.
some red lines are showing, ma'am.
Yeah, that means you have entered the values incorrectly. So if anybody is facing the same issues, that means you have entered the latitude and longitude values incorrectly. That's why the long or short red lines are coming. So you please
Okay.
check that the lat long values once again and try to do it one more time. It will be correct.
Sure.
Okay.
So sorry, I typed. I missed how the transformation, how you save the file, the transformation settings.
Yeah, I'll show it once again, no problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So I'm just saying this. I'll show the coordinates here. Now it has changed to the real world coordinate system. See, 11.1945 degree, 76.5. So whenever I'm changing the cursor from place to place, the coordinate system is also changing. So this means that our topo sheet is correctly georeferenced. Okay. Now I'll show the transformation once again. Okay. So okay, now I've given, I think this is what you talked about. You're getting lines like this.
Yes, yes, sir.
That is because you have entered the coordinate. Now I just randomly give this GCP points like very stupid values here. That's why it is coming like this. So you can please check the values that you've given. So see, when I'm deleting this GCP points, everything is coming back to normal. So please note that whenever you're getting that red lines, it means you have entered somewhere incorrect values. So you can once again check your values and add it accordingly. You'll get the correct ones. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
So now about that. Okay. Now about the transformation settings. So in the transformation parameters, the transformation type should be polynomial 1 by default, and the target CRS, it can be either EPSG 4326. This is the standard coordinate system, like coordinate reference system, or you can give us project. But by default, it is EPSG 4326 WGS. Like this is called geodetic system 84. So, talking about India, we are having different UTM zones, that is Universal Transverse Mass Data. And I think for Kerala, it is 43 North. Like that, every area will be having its own UTM zones, but we are not giving any UTM here because this is only coordinate reference system, not projected one. So either you can give this one as it is, or just give project CRS and check whether it is coming. Rest all you have to just give the output file path and name by just clicking here in the browse menu. Then resampling methods, it's nearest neighbor by default. And compression, don't give anything, let it be like that. Here, if you want to save the GCP points for later, you can check it here. But I think it's not needed. If you want, you can do it, no problem. And please make sure that you check the load in project when done option here so that it will be displayed in the QGIS interface. Like in the map canvas, after we are doing this, it will be displayed. Otherwise, we'll have to add the layer manually. So you just click on the check this load in project when done option and click on OK. And after that, you just have to click on the start georeferencing option, just given here. That's all. And if you've done everything correctly, you will get a message called as georeferencing was successful here in green color. And when you minimize it, you can check whether this coordinate system is coming. Now I'm getting the coordinate system correctly. So that is all about georeferencing. Okay, are you able to do it?
Um, ma'am, hello.
Yes.
Ma'am, when I'm going into the transformation window and I'm entering the details, the OK option is just not there. So I'm not able to save my changes, and it's asking for an output file name and everything. But,
I'm not able to hear you properly. Like your voice is
I'll type
breaking.
it. I'll type
Okay,
it.
okay. Okay. So before that, I just want to say one thing. So we talked about the OpenStreetMaps and Google Maps yesterday here, and I'm just dragging this OSM maps here to check whether our georeferencing is correct. So I'm just dragging it there, and whatever this topo sheet modified is under this OpenStreetMap. So I'm just dragging it here above the OpenStreetMap. See, it is spatially coordinated with the OpenStreetMap now, which means our georeferencing is correct.
Sorry to disturb you, ma'am. Actually, I am asking one thing. When we are
Okay.
putting the XY values, no, there one
Yeah.
more option is there from map canvas. What is this?
That like if you have like already have the coordinate data, or if you have a certain image which is already georeferenced, like you have to match an image which is not georeferenced to an image which is already georeferenced, then we can use the map canvas option. But since we are only
Okay,
having this single topo sheet, we are using the latitude and longitude values which is present in the topo sheet.
so we can't do here.
No, for that you will need that already georeferenced sheet.
Okay, okay, thank you.
GCP table residuals are showing up. How to reduce the residuals? Like residuals. I didn't understand. The OK option, you just have to adjust. Ah, okay, okay. You just have to adjust that window. That's all. OK option will be available in the bottom portion. To drag this, you can see, you can go to the XYZ tiles option in the browser panel. So just expand the tiles option, XYZ tiles option. You can see the OpenStreetMap option. Click there and just drag it to the map canvas. That's all. Like this. Just drag it to the map canvas and it will come. But make sure that the topo sheet modified, like which you would modify now, the topo sheet, it is present above the OpenStreetMap. Then only it will be visible here. Okay, like this. See, now the OpenStreetMap is above and topo sheet is below. So you're not able to see the topo sheet here. So you can just drag it and bring it to the layer above. And you'll be able to see the topo sheet. Okay. I didn't understand about the receipt results. Can you like? Okay, you can comment in the chat box. So I hope this is clear. This is very simple, and this is how to do the georeferencing option using the single image and only the 4 GCP points. Okay, so you can try it by yourself after the session. Anyway, recorded session will be available. So if you have missed something during the class, you can always watch the recorded session. So don't worry about that. Okay. Now we will try to create layers. That is points, lines, and polygons. So I'll turn this layer off, OpenStreetMap. I'll just remove the layer. Okay. Please make sure that you are saving the files in a single folder so that it will be useful for you whenever we are doing the hands-on sessions, because sometimes if we are not able to complete the 3 features, like any one feature we are not able to complete, we'll be doing that tomorrow only. And for the map making session, you will have to take this line feature, point feature, and polygon feature, and it should be saved, or else you will have to do it from the beginning. So please make sure that you save everything, like from the day one or day one of the hands-on session, you're saving everything in a single folder so that it can be accessible for you anytime without any difficulties. Okay. So now we'll see layer creations. I've already told in the first day that there are 3 types of vector data, that is points, lines, and polygons. So today we'll be making the points, lines, and polygons. Okay. After saving, maybe you haven't picked that load QGIS project when it is done. Maybe because of that it is not showing in the QGIS interface. You can just, if it is not coming, you can go to layer, add raster layer, and go to the folder in which you save this modified topo sheet or the georeference topo sheet. It will come. Layer, add raster layer, and go to the folder where you saved the georeference topo sheet. It will show there, and you can just add into that. If you haven't ticked the option correctly. Okay. So first we'll go to this layer option, then create layer option, and new shapefile layer. Okay. So for creating the vector layers, you have to go to the layer option, then create layer option, and then new shapefile layer. Okay, click on that. So window like this will come. Is it okay? Yeah. So, okay, fine. What the Yeah, just to check whether the spatial coordinates are correct or not, because the OpenStreetMap is already spatially corrected. I'm trying to see whether it is correctly overlaying. That's why I dragged the OpenStreetMap into the topo sheet. Okay. So here you can see new shapefile window is there. In file name, please always try to go to this browse option and save it. In a separate folder. Let me create a new folder here. Okay. So I'm giving the name as point. Instead of just giving the name here, you directly go to this browse option and select the folder. Then you give the name there. Because sometimes problems might happen when you just give the file names instead of giving the path. So it won't be coming correctly, and it have happened multiple times before. So please try to give the path to the browse menu. Just give the name in the folder which you have created. So you can see the path here. Okay. Instead of just giving a name here, you just go to the browse and give the name there. Okay. So the file encoding, it is UTF-8 by default. And in the geometry type, you have to select point. Since we are giving points first, you have to select the geometry type as points. Okay. Then you can give the additional dimensions, which this is a coordinate reference system. You can give it as default by EPSG 4326 WGS 84. Okay. Then
Ma'am, what difference does it make if we click default CRS or project CRS?
it's almost the same thing. It is just given us different options here because it the default is set into EPSG 4326 WGS 84. And see this UTM 43 now that is particular for my study area. Because I've selected it from there since my study area is in Kerala. Because 43 North completely covers the Kerala. So for the
Okay.
whole, just select this default or anything you can select. Either this EPSC 4326 WHS84 or default CRS because this will be always present here. It is coming like this because I've did that for my area works. Maybe because of that. Okay, now I'm selecting EPSG 4326 WHS84. Now in the name option under the new field, you can give it as points again. Okay, since we'll be giving the name of the places, okay, as points. So we are typing, like we are giving the type of points as text because we are giving the place names. So the type will be text. If we are giving something numerical values like a number, maybe length of a river, area of a pond, something like that, the value will change to either integer or decimal. Integer means you will get the whole number values, and decimal means it will be in decimal values. Since I'm going to, like, we are going to give the places names. Okay, we already given points here, like change it to places. Here in the new field, give the newest places and type as text because we are giving the name of the places. Okay. So this length 80, it means that up to 80 characters we can type. Okay. Then I add to field list, just click on that and you can see here along with the ID, the places have been added. Okay. So here you can see ID is given as integer and the length is 10 characters. The places here is having text and it's having the length of 80 characters. Just click on OK. Don't forget to give this add to field list and click on OK. Now what we have to do is we select some area. We'll select an area where we have all features. Okay, we'll select this area. This particular tile. Like if you want to select any tile, you can select, no problem. So this particular tile, see here it is having a river feature, a road feature, many places are there, and some aerial features, dense, steep forest or jungle it is also there. So we are having all the points, lines and polygon features here. So I'm selecting this. If you want to select any other tile, you can select that, no problem. So here see the point layer have come. Then what we have to do is you can see a small pencil file like icon here. This is called as the toggle editing. Click on the toggle editing option. So some features will be enabled now. And see to the right side of the toggle editing, you can see an add point feature. Just click on that. See this add point feature, just click on that. Then your cursor will change to something like this. Okay, I think it is okay up to here. Okay, after the point layer is created here, you can see a small yellow pencil option. This is called as toggle editing. You just click on that and some other features will be enabled. And to the right side of the toggle editing, you can see an option called as add point feature. Click on that and your mouse cursor will change to something like this. Okay, now click on the places where you have to give. You can see many place names here. So we are having Nilambur. It's a place in Malappuram of Kerala. You just click there and something like this will come. So since this is the first place we are giving, just give the ID as 1 and the place name. See, place name is Nilambur or whatever you are selecting. And click on OK. So I hope you can see this point. See this point? Can you see this point here? We'll change the color and symbology later. I hope you can see this point here. Okay, see the point. So that place have been added. Now we'll take some other place. Click on there, the ID 2, and you just give the place name. That have been added. Again, click on some other names. Place number 3 and the name. Click on OK. Like 5 places we can give. Here 1 place is there. Okay, Kumar. 4th. Okay, 5th one. What is the name? Don't know. Okay. Okay, 5 place names I've given. I hope you are also able to do the same. Now what we'll do, as you can see, an option called as Save Layer Edits near to that toggle editing. Just click there. Okay. And just click on the toggle edit again. Just check whether the points are coming by turning off the topo sheet. Okay, you can see 5 points that we have created is here. And we have given the name. So how to get the name of the layers? You can right click on the points and an option called as show labels will be there. Just click on that. Just right click on the layers called as points. Click on the option called as show labels. And you can see the place names that you've given.
Oh, that's great.
Is it okay? I hope everybody was able to do this. Toggle editing key is disabled. You just have to click there. After creating the layer, you just have to click there. Should create the layer first, then this toggle editing will be enabled. Okay. Place name is not coming. If you have, sorry. If you have given the place name correctly, ma'am, then after giving this show labels option, it will be displayed in the back canvas. Please check whether you have given that add to new list option correctly. Okay. So now, since this is in a gray color, we can change the color of the points or increase the size of the point. We can go to the properties by right clicking and see the last option. This is called as properties. Okay. So, Akansha ma'am, if you are still not able to do that key toggle editing, you just right click on the layer that you made and you can see an option called as toggle editing is here. Just click on that and check whether it is coming. Okay, now right click on the point, go to properties. Okay, so you can see it will directly go to symbology. If not, you can select the symbology from here. Okay, so here in the project styles there are a variety of options. You can just click on it and click on apply. Like you can play with that, no problem. So I've changed my place names to, place to the red color. Okay. Here we can change the color here. See, variety of colors are there. Opacity we can change by adjusting this. Then size we can change. Rotation we can do. But what I will say that keep it minimal. It should not be too colorful. It should not be too basic. It should be somewhere between minimal and basic. Okay. So I'm just selecting this red color for the visual purposes so that it will be seen clearly when I overlay with the topo sheet. And also labels, you can see the option called as labels just under the symbology. In here, we can select the font. Here it is Open Sans. Maybe I can change to some other font, Times New Roman. Times New Roman select. From here, the font option is there. You can click on the drop down menu and select whichever font you want. Again, keep it minimal, like Times New Roman or Arial or something like that. Style, I'll make it bold just for getting to know the difference. I'll make it bold. Bold italic I'll make it. Okay. And size, I'm just keeping it as 10 now. Okay. Let's just click on apply. And you can see that the labels have changed the font, style. And I'll just increase the size. Okay, now the size have increased. This is how you change the label properties. Okay, so many other options are there, but we don't need that now. We'll just check the symbology and labels. Okay, now I'm turning on this, but still it's not visible. But anyway, in the map, we'll only be keeping the point, line, and polygon features, not the topo sheet. So I'm closing this window. I forgot to close it earlier. So whenever we are closing the georeferencer window, they'll ask whether we should save the GCP points. So if you want the GCP points to be saved, you can click on save. But I don't want it now, so I'm discarding. Okay. Now we are having the 5 points which we gave. Okay. So is it okay till now? Should I repeat it again? And don't forget to save the layers after we have edited or created something. Okay, fine. We'll do one thing. We'll create some more points from the same topo sheet. So I'll enable the topo sheet here, and in this, we'll take this tile also. Okay, the tile next to this, we'll take some more points. So if somebody have missed how to do that, we have already created the point layer. Then click on the toggle editing option which is present here. It is a small yellow pencil icon, and if you don't have that or if that icon is not enabled, you can just right click on the point option here and you can click on the toggle editing. And then you have to click on the add point feature here. So we'll give the names here since this is the sixth one. So I told you before that in ID they have given only we have given only the numerical things. So here I'm trying to just try to type something of text here. Let's just type the place name there. It will not come because we have only given the number numerical values. I think it's integer values only we have given. So if we are giving the text will come. Since we are only giving the integer values here, I'm typing it now, but it is not coming. But I'm typing the number, it is coming. Okay. So this is the sixth place, and I'm giving the name. Okay. It is automatically coming here. The name is also automatically coming. See the small one. Okay. So the seventh place. Please try to give 10 more points. Sorry, 5 more points, total 10 points. Okay, the seventh one is done. And here there are no more places left. I'm moving to the third tile here, the D tile. I think this is the eighth point. Okay, having two hills here. Ninth point. 10th point. So don't forget to save the layer. Always after you create the features, just click on save layer edits option and then click on the toggle edit. Okay. So see, these points are also created. Okay. All the 10 points are created. Place name not coming. Think I think we have already discussed that because you have to give the labels correctly, give the names correctly, and enable the label here. You have to enable the show labels option here. Then the names will be displayed. Can individual color symbol be given to each point? Yeah, for same layer, it will be having the same symbology. For individual, we have to give it a separate layer. Like instead of like this, here you have to give point 1, point 2, point 3 like that. Then you can give separate ones. Or maybe you can go to this categorized option and just check. Wait a minute. I'll just check, okay? Yeah. What you can do, instead of doing that, you can go to the point option, right click, go to properties. Then here you can see in the top under symbology, single symbol option. Click on the drop down menu and click on categorized. Okay. Then in the value option, you can see that two things, we have given the ID and we have given the places. So we can just give the places, and under the symbol, okay, keep it like that. You can click the option called as classify here. Classify, and I'll just check whether it is coming. We'll click apply. Yeah. So we can get different colors for different places. What you can do, if you want to change the place colors, click on each color here under the symbol option, and from here you can change the colors. Okay, so you will get it like this, different colors. So this is a simple way. Instead of giving point 1, 2, 3 like that, you can just classify these points into different categories rather than being a single point by going to properties. Then here it will be single symbol by default. If it is single symbol, everything will be the same. Every color will be the same, every points will be the same. So instead of single symbol, you can give categorized, and you should give the point place names under the value or ID anything. But I'll give place names here. And don't forget to classify so that all the place names that you've given will come here. You can just click on the symbol here. Sorry. Keep the symbol here and change the colors accordingly, according to your wish. Okay. Strange issue with saving the file in the transmission settings. What is the difficulty you're facing, ma'am? Like, are you not able to see the OK button? Because in some cases, the OK button will be so down. You just have to keep the window to the top so that the OK button will be visible. Okay.
No, it's not an OK button. The OK button's there. It just doesn't save. When I go back to where I've saved it, the folder is created, but there's no file in it. So it's a way, I don't know whether it's
Okay,
polynomial, right? That I have to choose.
Polynomial.
Sorry,
Polynomial.
polynomial one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've chosen. So it's a some. I don't know what I'm missing. Load before load also. It's just not saving.
Okay. I think after the session, you can just go through the recorded
Yeah,
video
that's what. If
and
I'm
just
missing a
try
step,
what's
then
in it.
I'll WhatsApp you separately if it's a bug or something. If it's
Okay.
not
Okay.
much change, right?
Okay. New shapefile layer, file encoding if choose if there are many codes. So that is the code by default. So it's a universal character encoding and it is used default in all this things that we are doing in the QGIS. I think it's because of the efficiency of their code. Maybe I'm not deep into the technical side, but it's a universal code that we do for most of these. Okay. How to do new shapefile layer? Please repeat again. Explain about rule-based and graduated symbology. This one you're talking. So up to now I've only used this single symbol and categorized one. I think this is something different from what we did now. I'm not sure what it is because I've only used a single symbol and categorized, and all the others I haven't used. So I'll check and let you know. Okay, is that okay? Okay. Yeah, shapefile layer I'll explain once again. Okay, so for today we'll be only doing the point file. Tomorrow we'll be creating the lines and polygons. So point file I'll explain once again. So you can see the layer option in the menu bar. Go to the layer option. Then there add layer option is there. Sorry, create layer option is there. Then you can see an option called as new shapefile layer. Just click on that and file name. Ma'am, the like somebody have told me that you are not able to see the file. Maybe because in the file name you have just given the file name here. Try to go to the browse menu and just give that file name in the folder itself, so that you will get a path here. Maybe because of that you are facing some issues where the point files are not visible. Okay, so go to the browse menu and give the name as points and click on save. I'm not saving now because we've already done it. On the file encoding, let it be UTF-8 by default. And in the geometry type, it is point file, so we are giving it as point. And the additional dimensions, the coordinate system will be the same, EPSG 4326 WGS 84. And in the name, we are giving the places name, so here we will type places. Since the places names are typed in text option, let us keep the type as text only. And length, it is 80 by default, which means up to 80 characters we can type. So let it be like that. If you want to reduce it, you can reduce or increase, no problem. After that, what you have to do is you have to click on this option, add to field list. This is very important. If you click on this only, it will come here. See, under this field list, you have ID and places. ID, it is already there by default, and places, you have just added now. And click on OK, and the points will be created here. From there, you can either right click on the option and go to toggle editing, or here you can see a yellow pencil like icon which is called as toggle editing. Click on that, and on the right side you can see add point feature. Click on that. Your mouse cursor will turn like this, and from the topo sheet you can select the places. Okay, ID, so this is my 11th place, I think 11 I'm giving, and I'm giving the place name. Okay, this is how you give, this is how you create point features and give the place names. So if you want a single color for all the places, you can go to the properties by right clicking the point option, and you can select the single symbol here if you want a single color. But if you want different colors, you can click on categorized. The other options I'll check and let you know tomorrow. But basically, we are only using single and categorized. Single if you want a same color, categorized if you want different colors for different places. And click on OK. So for giving the labels, you go to the show labels option by right clicking. So the place name will come. If you want to change the color of the points or font of the labels, you again go to the properties option by right clicking, and from there you can choose symbology of the points. Here you can see symbol is there. You can change the color to whatever color you like. In labels, you can change the font, style, size, color, anything. Okay, you can just check it by yourself, but always keep it minimal and presentable. Okay, this is how you create point features. And tomorrow we'll be creating line features, polygon features, and we'll try to export it as a map. We give same IDs for multiple places. Will we be able to categorize the class by place? It's always advisable to give a single ID to a single place. I think that will be better. Okay. So to see whatever places that we have given till now, just click on the point option, right click on it and select the open attribute table option. Open attribute table. So yesterday, on the first day we discussed about the attribute data or the non-spatial data. So here you can see the ID for single place. You are having single ID. I think that it is better to give single ID for single place so that it won't be confusing later. Okay, so our first place name was Ranagore, it is here. Last was Ladakh Mala, it is here. So whatever names we are given or whatever numbers we are given, it is present here in the attribute table. Okay. So that is all for today, and tomorrow we'll discuss about how to create line features, polygon features, how to create a map and everything. So if somebody have missed something during the session, I think you can watch the recorded session and then clarify the doubts. And still, if you are having any doubts, you can ask in the group or you can message me personally. I'll try to solve it. Okay. So I hope you will be doing this by yourself, like you'll be trying this by yourself. Okay. Okay then. Thank you all. Have a good night. We'll meet tomorrow. Please try to do this thing that we have today by yourself one time after watching the recorded session. And if still you are having any doubt, you can let me know. Okay then. Thank you so much.